Well, welcome back to Joey's Adventure. There's adventure every day at Joey's Adventure. I do apologize if the camera's off by low vision. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you haven't yet to see more awesome content. I do automotive repair video, I do history, I do songwriting, singing, I do all different kinds of video. Highly recommend checking out my channel. Now in today's video, if your car is leaking or overheating, chances are it could be a radiator, but check the thermostat first and check other signs as hoses and stuff first. But if you need to replace your radiator, here's how. Step 1. Unplug the coolant fan. Unbolt the coolant fan off the radiator support. Next, disconnect the hose from the antifreeze overflow jug. Now, if the overflow jug hooks to the radiator support, you need to unbolt the overflow jug and take that whole thing out of the way. But if it rests on your inner wheel well, you don't have to, you just undo the hose. Next, disconnect the upper and lower radiator hose. Next, get a drain plug before you disconnect the lower radiator hose and drain the radiator. Now, if the radiator does not have a drain plug, which most do, very seldomly, a few cars do not have a radiator drain plug. If they do not, then use the lower radiator hose as a drain plug and put a little container or something to collect the coolant. Next, disconnect the transmission coolant lines if it's an automatic transmission. If it's an automatic transmission, there'll be two lines that runs to that. Now next, after that, you're going to want to make sure both radiator hoses are undone. You want to make sure, sorry about my phone talking, the coolant line to the transmission, both of them are undone. And they can be on very tight. Sometimes you have to give it a little jiggle to get them off. And you want to make sure also the antifreeze overflow jug is undone and disconnected. If the antifreeze overflow jug's on the radiator support, that needs to be removed also. The coolant fan plugs in by a clip. Don't break the wire and harness. They're little clips you have to squeeze to pull the wiring off the fan. And then after that, there's a bracket on each side of the radiator. And once you unbolt that, the radiator drops. Then take the rubber bushings that go around the thing that the screws go through, the bolts on the radiator, and put it on your new radiator. And then hook the all back up, and you have to put the fans back together after you get the radiator bolted back in up there. Then hook the hoses back up, and hook the antifreeze overflow jug back up, hook up the transmission coolant lines. And once you do that, your car is all good to go, and I will see you in the next video. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. If you have any questions to this, comment below, and I'll help you out. See you in the next cool video.